Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Chef Paula. I guess you didn't recognize me with my red nose on. And I am here with Allyson Scerri for New Beginnings Community Center. It's their 9th gala, and I have to tell you, I'm a little kid normally, and this is just the icing on the cake for me. So, Allyson, you said something in your speech about how your father, who had a traumatic brain injury, having that happen in his life gave you purpose and a mission for yours.
Yes.
So for those who were not fortunate enough to hear you speaking in the ballroom, can you give me a little bit more insight into how this whole experience with your dad gave you that mission?
Yes. In 2007, I got the phone call. My father was in Florida, and he went off a motorcycle, no helmet, and he was being wheeled in for brain surgery. And I had no idea what that was. No idea. But I found out quickly enough. He was in the hospital for 16 weeks, and he was never the same. He had to relearn how to walk and talk. And it was then, as I was advocating for him, I quickly realized that there were so many other people that I wanted to help. And really, New Beginnings started shortly after that with a support group of 3 people. And from the support group, we just had this incredible idea to build a building with all therapies under one roof to make it easy for someone to get better all in one place.
What I would say to you is I've seen miracles happen with the proper kinds of therapies. When my mom was in rehab for a while, I saw a woman who had a stroke 3 years earlier, and her hand was like a fist.
Yes.
But with one specific therapist who really worked her hard, little by little, her hand opened.
Yes.
This is a hand that had no active use for 3 years.
Yeah.
And yet, because of the dedication of a therapist, he gave her the will to make those fingers work.
Yeah.
And she did.
With constant reinforcement and all the therapies together. Also, I think the key is socialization for them to get out of their house, because often they're pushed off in a wheelchair and their friends stop coming around. It's really like a sad situation. But at my center, not only do we provide all the therapy, socialization, we go on fishing trips, bowling, we even go on cruises, we do things. And, you know, there's some days that I actually enjoy being around the survivors more than, because you just learn so much from them.
Sure.
And you appreciate what you do have, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what I also did not know, I did some research certainly about you, but I did not know that your mom also had
Yes.
a traumatic brain injury.
Yes,
So
my
that's
mom was,
pretty-
she died in a car accident in 1991. So, of course, I got the phone call about her, and she had already, passed. And then years later, my dad. So I know what it's like to have the sudden death. And then I was grateful that I was able to be a part of my dad's recovery. And even though he passed away, it wasn't from his brain.
Yes.
He had heart complications.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoyed watching him, watch him just have a second chance in life, yeah.
But more than watching him, I can tell you, he was watching you.
Yeah.
And watching what you created.
Yes.
In his honor, in his name.
Yes.
He was alive to see that.
Yes, he was, and I feel like he left a legacy behind, and I kind of feel like his accident, it wasn't for no reason.
No.
It was to help like many others.
Absolutely.
So.
I became Chef Paula as a way to honor my dad's memory. So I just knew that because he was such a big foodie, that if I could inspire kids to be passionate about food, that was my father's legacy.
Yeah.
So I understand about trying everything you can, every fiber of your body, to be able to do what you can do.
Keep the memory
to
alive.
Keep that memory alive, to keep that fire alive, to keep that passion alive. So I may do it through food, but what you're doing is so incredible.
Oh, thank you.
I have to say that if I didn't know much about New Beginnings, I certainly am going to be a real follower of you
Thank
guys.
you.
So how can you tell me about people reaching out to you guys? What is the best method for people to connect?
I would say on the website we have all our information on nbli.org.
Okay.
Has my phone number, my email. I answer my phone 24 hours a day. Come visit. Come to the center. I'll give you a tour.
I love that.
And show you all, and you can see everybody recovering and healing and positive atmosphere.
That's great. All I can say is you are a total rock star.
Aw.
Dressed
Thank
as a wonderful circus
you.
performer. It's so incredible. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you being here.
So this is Chef Paula with Cooking with Stars and Village Connection magazine.